They say some places never truly vanish, that the land itself remembers what once stood upon it. Tonight, we travel to the quiet hills of mid-Wales, where locals whisper of a church that should no longer exist. According to legend, the church of Saint Rhuddlan was swept away by a catastrophic flood in 1868, its stones scattered and its parish lost. But every year, on the same autumn night, witnesses claim to see a faint light flickering in the valley, as though candles still burned behind the windows of a vanished church. The first written account came from a shepherd in 1904. He said he followed the sound of distant bells through the fog until he saw the church standing exactly where it had before the flood, doors open, candles glowing, and a silent congregation within. When he ran for help, the lights disappeared. By morning, the valley was empty once again. For decades afterward, locals avoided the area after dark. But in 1998, two hikers filmed something extraordinary, a hazy silhouette of a church tower emerging from the mist. The footage was grainy, the structure barely visible, yet geologists confirmed that no building stood in that location. Then, in 2017, a drone survey captured a similar image, a roof, a spire, and faint moving lights inside, before abruptly losing power and crashing into the valley floor. When rescuers found it, the camera lens was cracked, and the final frame showed what appeared to be a doorway filled with white light. One of the rescuers, Gareth Lewis, later recalled that the air near the site felt charged, like static, and that he heard faint singing. The phenomenon was never explained. The valley, known locally as Cwm Rhyd, remains closed to the public due to unstable ground, but that hasn't stopped explorers from trying to find the church for themselves. In 2022, 30-year-old photographer Emily Ward set out to document the legend. She camped near the restricted zone and began filming at dusk. Her footage, later released to the public, shows low clouds drifting through the valley. At exactly 9:03 p.m., a faint candlelight glows in the distance. Emily's trembling voice can be heard on the audio. It's there. It's really there. For several minutes, only wind and water can be heard. Then, a single church bell rings. The camera shifts sideways, the image distorts, and the recording ends. Rescue teams found Emily's camper the next morning, the headlights still on, her equipment intact. But Emily herself was gone. Her last known coordinates placed her inside the area where the old church once stood. The investigation ruled her disappearance unexplained. Some believe she fell into the flooded caverns beneath the valley. Others claim she walked through the same doorway of light seen years before. Each October, on the anniversary of the flood, nearby residents say they can still hear faint hymns drifting through the hills, carried on a wind that smells of candle wax and salt water. Whether the Church of Saint Rhuddlan is real or merely a ghostly memory imprinted on the land, no one knows. But every year, without fail, someone goes looking for it. And sometimes, they don't come back.